bell button.
Now we are going to draw electrical circuit based on torque voltage analogies. So now this is the given mechanical rotational system. We see according to torque voltage analogy in the mechanical rotational system input is torque. In electrical circuit its equivalent is voltage. If it is moment of inertia in electrical circuit inductor. If it is dash part in electrical circuit resistor. If it is spring element its electrical equivalent is 1 by capacitor. For angular velocity in electrical circuit current. So now we can say for torque voltage analogy, so first we have to check how many moment of inertia elements are available. We see here there are two moment of inertia element. Therefore in the final circuit diagram will be having two loops. So now this is the center element. It means if two loops are available means this is the common element for first loop, this part, second loop, this part. So now we can draw the common element first. It is K1, its equivalent is capacitor. While drawing electrical circuit, instead of use 1 by C, we have to use capacitor C. Here K1, therefore here we have to use C1. So now this is the common element for first loop and second loop. So now in the first loop, this is the applied torque, its electrical equivalent is voltage. So now we have to use E of T. It means there is a voltage source. So next there are two elements that are only connected or part of loop 1. Therefore for J1 it means for J equivalent is inductor. Therefore for J1 we have to use L1. Next B1, for B here R. Therefore B1 we have to use R1. So this is nothing but the loop 1. Next for loop 2, apart from this common element, due to its own moment of inertia J2, K2 and B2. For J2 we know we have to use inductor like in the first loop. So here for J2 L2. Next for B2 equivalent is resistor. So we can use resistance, therefore here R2 for B2. For K2 we know C, therefore instead of 1 by C we have to use C in electrical circuit. So here K2, therefore we have to use C2. So now there are two loops. The current through this loop is I1, current through the second loop is I2. So now we have to apply the mesh analysis. It means we have to apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law for loop 1, similarly for loop 2. So here only one voltage source. Now supply voltage equal to sum of drop across the loop 1. So now we see in this loop or in a closed path voltage across the all the element equal to 0. So here there is a source, therefore E of T equal to. So now drop across this inductor we know for voltage across inductor is L into di by dt. So here L1, therefore L1, the current through this loop is or current through this inductor is I1 plus next drop across this resistance is we know R1 I1 into R1. Before that we have to mark the polarity. Now so there is a common element C1. So we know this 1 by C integral of I into dt. This is the general formula. But here C1, therefore we can use C1. But current through this capacitor is now, if we consider at this point, this is the entering current, but I2 is leaving current. Therefore we have to use difference of this current and this current. So I1 minus I2 into dt. So this we can consider as equation number 5. Next we have to consider the loop 2. So for that there is no source. Therefore first we can write the voltage drop across L2. So now L2 into di2 divided by dt, because current through this inductor is I2 plus current through this resistor is R2. So before that we can mark polarity also. So now I2 into R2 plus C2 integral of current through the C2 is I2 only, therefore I2 dt. but there is a common element capacitor, therefore 1 by it is C1 integral of, now if we consider any one node, any one point, current through this capacitor is differential of both the loop currents, but when we consider this loop we have to use I2 first, then minus I1 into dt. So now this we can consider as equation number 6. So equation number 5 and 6 are the equations of torque voltage analogous circuit.